Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Ask Amity Show. And today we want to talk about updating your estate plan. When you need to update your estate plan, what kind of circumstances that have changed that you should consider making updates to your estate plan. So here are some reasons or some situations in which you may find yourself in that would require updates to your estate plan. So the first one is, have you gotten married or have you gotten divorced since your estate plan has been drafted? The second one is, have your children been married or have they been divorced? Maybe your children's circumstances have been changed in a way that is more or less desirable to you. And because of those reasons, you want to make those changes to your estate plan. The third reason, do your children or any other beneficiaries need protection from creditors? So a lot of people don't realize that a properly drafted estate plan can actually provide shield or protection from certain creditors. Another reason is, have your relatives or other beneficiaries, the executor or the guardian, have they died or have your relationships with them changed substantially? So in your estate plan, you are listing a number of people, trustees, guardians, executor, agents, all these people that you at one point have a very good relationship with, and you want them to take over in the event that anything happens to you, and you've named them in your estate plan. But if your relationship with these people have changed over the years, then you want to definitely make those changes to your estate plan to reflect your current status with these people. Another reason, another circumstance that may occur is, has the mental or physical condition of any of your relatives, other beneficiaries, guardian, or executor have changed substantially. You want to kind of keep a pulse on the mental or physical condition of any of the people that have been named in your estate plan, because you want to make sure that you're not putting them in a position where it may affect either their government benefits or it may have a negative adverse consequence to them if they were to receive any kind of inheritance from your estate. The next situation is, have you had more children or grandchildren, or have children gone to college or moved out or moved into your home? So these are all situations that may have different consequences to your estate plan. So you want to review those changes and also review your estate plan to make sure that your wishes are still accurately reflecting their changed circumstances. And the next one is, have you moved into another state? Maybe you've moved out of state. Depending on, your current situation, you may have set up an estate plan in a different state and now have relocated in a state that is different from the state that you have drafted your estate plan. And you want to review those changes to make sure that those documents are properly reflecting any changes in state laws that are different now from your original state.
Right. And then the next thing is, consider whether or not you have purchased or sold or mortgaged a business or a real estate. So if you perhaps removed some properties and it no longer is part of your estate, then perhaps you'll need to revise and update your estate plan. Another possible question is whether or not you've acquired additional major assets. So maybe you've purchased another home or you've opened another bank account or investment account. You just want to make sure that those are funded properly into your trust and that's updated. Another question is perhaps if you've inherited a significant property. So if somebody left you a property and you've inherited it, make sure that, again, it is properly funded as part of your estate now, that you want to make sure if something happens to you, your beneficiaries also get to inherit this property. Another question also is, have your business or financial circumstances changed significantly, such as, maybe you've accumulated additional assets where it kind of takes you over the threshold of estate tax exemptions. Perhaps you'll need to visit a little bit in more detail about how to try to plan for potential estate taxes and needing to pay for that from your estate. So that's something to really talk to your advisor about and see if there's any additional things you can do with your estate plan to properly plan for that. And then also, state law. If state laws have changed in a way that maybe perhaps would affect you, such as estate taxes, that's something to really talk about and take a look at whether or not it's something that you also need to reflect in your updated estate plan. Another question is also, have you changed your ideas about what to do with any of your assets? Perhaps no longer maybe leaving it to children, you want to visit another avenue, perhaps just, skipping your children altogether and giving it to your grandkids, things like that, really just take a look at what you have in mind and make sure that it's still, your current estate plan still fulfills the wishes and intent that you have. A second question is also whether or not you've decided to do some charitable giving. So we've had clients, put in some charities as part of their estate plan. Perhaps you've changed your mind on the type of charity, or maybe you want to give more or less. That's something to also keep in mind if you want to update your estate plan. And then lastly is, have you made gifts that you should take into account, such as reducing certain specific distributions that were to occur in your trust? So if you've already given it away during your lifetime, maybe you need to make an amendment to your existing plan because it's no longer part of your estate. So make sure, just if you do update your estate plan, let's say you make amendments to your trust, or you create a new will, create a new power of attorney or advanced healthcare directive, make sure to either revoke your previous document or tear it up, so there's no ambiguity or confusion when your designated fiduciaries are trying to act on your behalf, and there's no confusion there with, which one is the one that they need to act upon. Make sure it's signed and dated and properly notarized or witnessed if necessary. And again, if you want to talk to us in a little bit more detail about your current situation, we'd be happy to discuss with you and offer you our free consultation. And then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.